Hello there. On this channel, this lovely channel that we call Microsoft Expert Zone UKI, be sure to subscribe, we have done overviews on a wide range of Windows devices. With all of these device overviews, we'd like to tell a story. So rather than just spit speeds and fees at you, we'll look at who the device is for, how we imagine you might use it, the scenarios, the reasons. Why should you have this device that we're talking about, or why should you have something else? Now, one of the most used stories we talk about is when a device is thin and light. Oh, how amazed we are when something is thin and light. If I had £1 for each time I've shown off my bulking laptop to people just to say how thin and light Windows devices are these days, I would be a very rich man indeed. I can't even speak, that's how rich I would be. See, thing is though, we've got to the point with Windows 11 devices where, frankly, everything is thin and light. It's become an expectation, so it's no longer good enough for that to be the story. There needs to be additional layers on top of that. For instance, a Windows 11 laptop that is indeed thin and light, but it's crafted with a premium design that is both beautiful, yet elegant and simplified. A device that is modern, offers you some sort of wow moment, offers you mobility, but also delivers the performance you expect and then some. All of that in a package which has been designed to consider the environment and the planet that we all live on. I think I've done enough foreshadowing, so we'll just get into it, shall we? This is the Dell XPS 13 Plus with Windows 11 and Intel Evo. Titles! Disclaimers first, the wonderful team at Dell UK have provided us with this gorgeous Dell XPS 13 Plus today, so thank you very much to them. The video you're about to watch is an overview, not a review. That means we will cover off everything we think you need to know about the device whilst trying to avoid personal opinion. Though, given my track record on these videos, I'll probably get too excited and give it anyway. In any case, if you get through this video and want to see more, we'll have links to where you can buy this device in the description of this video. The Dell XPS 13 Plus is Dell's most powerful 13-inch laptop to date, with it being 2 times more powerful than its predecessor in the same size. If we start at the beginning, we have to mention the box it comes in. Now, the claim here is that the XPS 13 Plus is more sustainable than ever, and this is going to be a recurring theme as we go through this video. The packaging is made from 100% recycled or renewable content, and it is indeed 100% recyclable. You won't find any plastic packaging here, just a lovely sleeve and a whole bunch of recyclable cardboard. It's also much better from an accessibility point of view as well, as on the front of the box you have a tab which you can easily open the front of it. Little things like that, always nice to see. Of course, once you have your XPS out of the box, first thing you'll notice is its weight and size. The Dell XPS 13 Plus weighs in starting at 1.23 kilograms for the Full HD Plus version, or 1.26 kilograms for the 4K Plus. It's quite a comfortable weight, and its small size means it's just got that feeling of being easy to throw between your hands, though how comfortable you are with doing that will vary, seeing as it's a mega premium piece of kit. Is it triggering anyone yet? No? Design-wise, this is crafted from CNC machined aluminium, which is providing this clean-cut design. Fun fact for you, it's actually low-carbon aluminium that this is crafted from. Dell has gone to the effort to ensure that their carbon footprint is significantly lower when building these devices. So the aluminium itself is made using hydropower rather than coal power. The look you end up with on the outside is quite classic and timeless. I think you can look at any Dell XPS in the range and the outside will look something like this, with the Dell logo neatly placed in the middle and these clean-cut corners. It's also got more of a matte texture feeling to it and doesn't show fingerprints easily at all, so that's great. Ports-wise, we have 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports. Now, it might just be the 2, but the great thing about Thunderbolt 4 is that you can use it with a docking station for power delivery and additional display and more. Though, if you do have concerns, Dell provide in the box a USB-C to USB-A 3.0 adapter, as well as a USB-C to 3.5mm headset adapter. The back of the device gives you the XPS logo, 2 placements for the feet, your speaker grills, and air vents. That's the outside. As I said already, design-wise, it's classic XPS. The inside is when it really gets interesting. Can we just take a moment for me to say, look at this thing. Look at it, it's freaking gorgeous. I'm getting space age vibes from it. Absolutely love it. We'll start from when you open up the device. Right off the get-go, you have this incredibly beautiful screen. The one that we have here in the studio is a 4K OLED touch display. We'll have all the display spec info of the device on screen if you're interested in that kind of stuff. You can also get this with a 4K plus touch display or a full HD plus display that's either with or without touch input. Now, anyone that knows me knows that I'm a big advocate for touch displays, and this screen is so gorgeous, you're gonna wanna touch it. So I'd personally go for that if you can. That was another personal opinion, wasn't it? The OLED display that we have is stunning and really brings content to life. So if you're in the habit of streaming a lot of shows whilst traveling, you're gonna have a great time here. It does also support Dolby Vision, and hey, there's a lot of specky details I can go into here, but frankly, it's not needed. The display is gorgeous. It's really bright for even the most sunlit of situations. It's great. Moving down to the keyboard, and we got a lot to talk about here. Let's start with the fact of, where is the touchpad? The design here means you have this seamless glass touchpad, no edges, no parting lines, just one seamless look. Now, how this works is that Dell are using force pad haptics to provide targeted reactive sensations. They utilize a series of small actuated motors for precise responsive feedback. Now, if you're wondering, the actual touchpad itself starts a little below the spacebar, going down to a little above the edge of the device, and then from left to right, it goes from the edge of the spacebar to the right side of the Alt-GR key. Now, you might have the question of, how easy is this to get used to, as you can't actually see the touchpad edges. From the small amount of experience I've had with this device, it's remarkably easy to get used to when moving the mouse around, and the default speed of the mouse pointer on Windows means you'll get around the screen left to right really easily. I will say that the left and right click buttons take a little bit more getting used to, more so the right click. Left click you can do anywhere on the touchpad itself, but right click is in that bottom right corner. But again, once you know where it is, it's easy. Plus you have the touchscreen display as well for quickly moving around apps and things like that. Speaking of touch, we have ourselves, and let me get the name right here, the capacitive touch function? I think that's right. This whole top row is now based on touch. You can see here the usual keys that you have, like escape, brightness, settings, volume, etc. Then if you hold the function key, look at that! It switches to the function keys! Gah! It's brilliant. Now, the first time you try escape or Control-Alt-Delete, it might seem a bit weird, as you might be used to more classic keys and keyboard, but once you get used to that touchpad, and believe me, you do quickly get used to it, it's great, and it's both beautiful and practical. The keyboard itself is another talking point. It's an edge-to-edge design with zero spacing between the keys and larger keycaps. It's also surprisingly a joy to type on. I say surprisingly, as this is really got the feel of more of like a touch keyboard rather than your more traditional big key keyboards, but honestly, it's great. Touch typists out there are gonna love this. Elsewhere on the keyboard, we have Windows Hello fingerprint recognition built right into the power button. And if we're talking Windows Hello, it's worth mentioning that we have facial recognition built into the webcam as well. Speaking of webcams, this is a dual sensor camera that separates infrared from RGB, which helps when you're in a low light situation like we have here. Well, actually, no, this is not low light at all. It's a really bright light, but whatever. It's also got dual array microphones, which are the ones that you are listening to right now. And you're also now hearing me via the laptop speakers, which are dual stereo. It's actually a quad speaker design, as you have two tweeters, which is a great word, by the way, underneath the keyboard firing upwards, and then you've got two woofers, another great word, firing down, and it sounds great. That's a lot of ground that we've covered right there. We know it's thin, we know it's light, we know it's gorgeous, we know it has a great screen, beautiful keyboard, but it's time we talk about this badge right here, and the software right there, that being the performance in Windows 11. We'll get into performance first. The Dell XPS 13 Plus is Intel Evo certified. Now, if you've not heard of this before, we'll quickly give you the basics. The Intel Evo platform is essentially a badge of approval to say that this device passes Intel's strict criteria for giving you, the user, the best experience possible. That means it will have to meet Intel's set standards for wake-up times, Wi-Fi 6, battery life, and more. I'm not an Intel expert, so I'm not going to go deep into that, but what it does mean is that that seal of approval basically says, hey, this laptop is pretty damn good. Internally, the model we have here has a 12th generation Intel Core i7 1260p processor, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 512 gigabytes of SSD storage, and Intel Iris Xe graphics. We'll break that down a bit. The i7 processor is from Intel's P series of processors, meaning it's made for performance, thin and light laptops. The clue is in the phrase there. It's thin and light, but it's still going to be a bit of a beast. Combine that with the new DDR5 RAM, the laptop is swift. One of the most noticeable things, really, I noticed was just how quickly certain apps open. Best example I can give is Photoshop. That's a professional app which takes longer to open up on my big gaming desktop than it does on this, opening in just a few seconds. Really cool. Intel Iris Xe graphics means you can use a lot of creative applications. If I use that example of Photoshop again, I'm not only able to open the app quickly, but I can also create the thumbnail for this video really easily with live previews for my effects. Battery-wise, you're looking at 55 watt-hour battery, which Dell claims can go up to 18 hours. 18 hours! And can charge up to 80% in just 1 hour using the included power adapter. Now, I've not been with this device long enough to test that claim, as we say, this is just an overview, but I can say that yes, it charges damn quickly, and with it next to me in the office has lasted all day, so there you go. All of those specs works together to deliver an experience which just works, and that is where Windows 11 comes in. Now, just from an experience point of view, Windows 11 looks great on an XPS 13 Plus. For starters, we didn't get a shot of it, but when you open the laptop for the first time and you get the new Windows 11 setup screens, it just feels so much more premium and futuristic. It's a breath of fresh air compared to the old startups. Windows 11 itself works great with the touch aspect of the device, being able to use the various touch gestures to move around, pull out widgets, move the task view. You've also got the full array of accessibility features at your disposal, all of which can be found via the quick settings menu in the bottom right corner. Accessibility is something that we want to look at more and more on this channel, so whether you need to use the magnifier, activate color filters, or switch to mono audio, there's a load of options at your disposal. We have a whole video on accessibility options for Windows 11 that you can check out, so we'll link that in the description below. The point that I'm trying to get at here is that this device is an example of real harmony between the OEM who've made the laptop and Windows 11 running on it. At the top of this video, I talked about this device being more than just a thin and light. It's premium, it's elegant, it's simple, it's crafted with precision. It looks incredible with a design unlike any XPS before it. It has the performance I need to get real work done. It's mobile, it considers the more important aspects of life, like the materials that it's made from and how we can decrease the damage that we do to the planet by finding those alternative manufacturing methods. And it may well be the right device for you, with it offering true mobility without sacrificing power, and it's especially good to use for it to be on the go with creative applications or a suite of Office apps. The Dell XPS 13 Plus is Dell's most powerful 13-inch device to date. It's also their most visually innovative, and it is definitely their most forward-looking. Thanks very much for watching. You can see more videos if you subscribe. Please subscribe. The overwhelming majority of you that watch these overviews aren't subscribed to the channel, so we would appreciate it if you did that. For those who work in retail, don't forget you can check out more courses on our Expert Zone website and learning platform. For everyone else, I've been Adam. You've been watching Expert Zone UKI. We'll see you around.